OMG. Third shot. Alright. So I posted this on my wall last night or yesternight because this is my topic tonight. So this topic I just saw on my Facebook while I was browsing my news feed or scrolling my news feed. And according to the uploader, this sentence, "it is sounding good," is correct. Yes, if you're going to dissect the structure of this sentence, this is correct. Because you have the subject "it," the verb "is," helping verb, and then the main verb "sounding," and of course the predicate "good." To be exact, predicate adjective. So this is correct because is followed by ing form of the main verb. Alright. But according to the rule of using stative verbs, this is incorrect. Because according to the rule of using stative verbs, or one of the rules in using stative verbs, you shouldn't use stative verbs in progressive tenses or continuous tenses, or you should not end stative verbs with ing form. So instead of saying "it is sounding good," you just have to say "it sounds good." There are 5 categories of stative verbs. We have verbs of emotion, verbs of possession, verbs of mental state, verbs of perception, and others. Examples of verbs of emotion, we have love, hope. Verbs of possession, we have, contain. Verbs of mental states, we have know, forget. Verbs of perception, we have hear, taste, and others like seem and matter. Not all English language learners know about these stative verbs because most commonly teachers would just teach about, action verbs, helping verbs, auxiliary verbs. But very few teachers would teach stative verbs. So I cannot blame the uploader if he's not aware of this stative verbs, but I'm telling you now, it is sounding good. It's correct in terms of structure, but if you're going to abide the rules of using stative verbs, that's gonna be wrong. All right, because it should be "it sounds good." Another video I saw on my Facebook is the use of is, am, was, are, were, followed by ing form of the main verb. According to, actually the video of that uploader is actually correct, but the problem was he generalized, or he did not inform the viewers or his followers that it's not always the case that is followed by ing, because sometimes, or same as ing form, is can also be followed by past participle of the main verb. Alright? So, what do I mean past participle of the main verb? If the verbs are regular, you do not actually change the spelling, you just add d or ed. But if the verbs are irregular, that's the time that you have to change the spelling of the verb. Like the base form of the verb, for example, is make. So past tense will become made. Past participle, that will become made again. Alright? Or we're talking about past participle. So have been, had been, has been made, for example. Or is made, was made. Alright? So my point here is that the uploader should have said is followed, or is, am, was, are, were, are followed by ing, but not in most cases, because it could also be followed by past participle of the main verb, depending on the sense or the form of the sentence or structure of the sentence. For example, if the sentence is in passive voice, that's gonna be the time that the helping verbs is, are, was, am, were, are followed by past participle of the main verb. Like, the spaghetti is cooked by my mother. Alright. So, the subject there, spaghetti, is actually the receiver of the action, not the doer of the action. Alright? Because as you can see in that sentence I gave you, by my mother, in active voice, that's actually the doer of the action. But in passive voice, it's just found in the by phrase, or actually it can be omitted. Alright? So in a passive voice or in a passive sentence, the subject will only be the receiver of the action, not the doer of the action. And passive voice or passive sentences focus on the the action itself, not on whoever does the action. Alright? Alright. That's all I think. I hope it helps.